Fantastico.
Absolutely.
That was great.
Beautiful playing. Now, you wouldn't think that was played at the time by somebody who was in grade 6 at school.
Who's now in grade 7.
Now in grade 7, but just remarkable.
We'd like to welcome to the studio Venus. Say hi.
Hi.
She's a violin player, and her teacher Eliza.
Hello.
And so it's going to be hard to tell us all apart.
And similar voices,
Claire.
yeah.
Hi.
And Claire's the pianist that you just heard.
Just hearing this.
And her teacher Magella.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Welcome. So it must have been very exciting for both of you girls to win the competition. So we've just heard Claire at the piano. So was it very exciting for you?
Yes.
Have you went to lots and lots of competitions?
Yes, quite a lot last year.
Okay, about how many do you reckon you would have?
About 5.
About 5. My goodness me, don't think I can count that
5
high.
competitions?
That's huge. It's absolutely. What about you, Venus? Have you done lots and lots of competitions as well?
Yes, I have.
And do you, how many do you think you would have entered in last year?
About 12 or something.
12?
12?
So many competitions, so many performances.
That is amazing. So I've got a question for you guys. Claire, maybe we'll start with you, but Venus, I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you prepare differently if you're going to prepare, get a piece ready for a competition, or is it just kind of like normal practice?
I just keep on practicing the parts I'm not really good at, and practice a lot from the start to the end.
So how many hours do you reckon you practice a day?
Usually it's about 3 hours, I guess.
Whoa, that's a lot.
That is a lot of practice. Do you enjoy the practice when you're doing it? Or fair enough. It wasn't an absolute yes. I love it.
That's a great question to ask with her teacher sitting right next to her.
Yeah.
And Venus, what about you? Do you kind of prepare specially for if you're going to do a competition? Do you do something special to get the pieces ready, or is it just normal practice?
Normal practice.
Yeah. So do you have to? And what about you? How much time do you spend? You don't have to say 3 hours. It's okay.
About 1 hour every day.
That's still. What grade are you in, Venus? This year.
5.
In grade 5. So you were in grade 4 when you were in the competition. So that's pretty good. Were there lots and lots of kids in the competition?
No, not really.
And it's got a really good atmosphere. Is everybody sort of, wow, we're here, this is going to be so much fun, bit of
Yeah, and I was very excited.
Do you get nervous before doing it? Because you've done so many. Do you still get nervous before playing a piece in a competition?
I always get nervous before a performance or competition.
So what do you do to kind of calm yourself down and relax?
When I start playing, I usually calm down already.
Oh, really? Just playing makes you calm down? That's
Yeah, but when I get mistakes, it makes me go all jittery again.
Oh, dear.
I know that feeling. Eliza, you're Venus's teacher. Do you prepare the pieces specially for the competition? So is there anything special that you do to get them ready?
We just keep working steadily throughout the year. And of course, when it comes to performance time or competition time, we focus more on the pieces.
On that particular piece?
On that particular piece, yeah.
That's going to be played. And do you get nervous too?
Of course. Of course I get nervous, but, if the preparation is there, then a certain amount of luck, you just go and do it and hope for the best.
Everything's going to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was going to say to Eliza, what the value of kids doing this? What do you think?
It's Magella.
Oh, Magella. Oh, sorry. Magella. Yes, I'm getting my names all muddled. I'm staring, for those listening out there wondering what. I'm staring at Magella and saying, Eliza.
The value of the competitions is huge to my students. I'm really in favour of them taking part. It builds their confidence. It can be quite a motivational thing for them to go out and hear other students of a similar age playing a whole range of repertoire, so they can hear pieces that they might like to learn in the future.
Fantastic. And so, Magella, for kids that are out there, and because, not everybody comes first, like Venus and Claire, for kids out there who go and they play, what do they gain out of it as well? Is it also valuable?
Oh, absolutely. The experience is invaluable. There are not a lot of opportunities for people to perform in front of an audience that's usually quite well informed. And that puts an additional stress factor in, which it's good for the kids to learn to cope with. Even if they're not winning, they're still learning a lot from these experiences of getting up and having the confidence to put themselves out there in front of...
Because that's a big thing. It is confidence, isn't it? Sort of getting out there and feeling good about the fact that you can enjoy and play music.
Claire, do you have any like special? Let's say, because we'll have people listening who might want to enter competitions. Have you got any kind of like special tips that you think you should do to get yourself ready for a competition and when you're actually in it?
Maybe if you're really nervous, try to breathe a couple of times before you actually enter the stage.
Does that help you?
Yes.
Do you breathe when you play as well? Because
I breathe with the rhythm and the music.
I reckon you could hear that when you're listening to Claire play. There was lots of breathing and just a lot of feeling. Do you feel it when you play as well? Do you try and sort of think about something?
Yes. With the piece I played before, I tried to think of rivers and creeks and waterfalls.
I could hear that. There were definitely rivers and creeks.
Actually, can one of you guys tell us what it was? What was the piece of music?
It was called Water Nymphs by Miriam Hyde.
Who's an Australian composer, in fact. I'm not around anymore, but yeah.
So, and what about you, Venus? Do you breathe as well? Because breathing's meant to be pretty important with the violin, isn't it?
Breathing's pretty important for just about everybody.
Keeps us alive. It's a good thing we all breathe.
But there's a special way of doing it.
Do you do that when you play as well?
Yes.
Does it help you? With your playing? Do you think, or is it just kind of something that you're still learning to do?
It's just something I do automatically.
So, and do you when you actually play? Because you notice, like a lot of violinists, they're kind of quite. They move around quite a lot with their bodies. Does that help you? Do you do that kind of thing too? Does that help you with your playing?
I sometimes do that as well.
Does it help you with your playing, do you think?
Yes.
And can I just ask you, actually, Eliza, can I just ask, with kids who are starting out on an instrument, let's say somebody wants to study the violin, have you got any advice on, firstly, and actually, Majella, I might ask you the same question, on finding a good teacher? How do you go about finding a good teacher?
Well, obviously, we find Eliza and Majella. We've got two good ones here.
No, there are a lot of good music teachers out there, but how do you find them?
This is quite a difficult thing, particularly for people who've come from other countries, and we do have a lot of immigrants to the country who are very interested in learning music. The VMTA obviously is a very good place to start. That's the Victorian Music Teachers Association.
Yeah, they've got a website. I'm pretty sure they have.
Yes, they do.
They have, and that'll have their phone number on it.
And they have a register of teachers, so you can look up what area you're in, and it will print out a list of teachers for your instrument in that area. It's always a good place to start. Word of mouth is also a good thing. If your child's got some friends at school who may be playing, you hear them and they sound good, that's usually a good indicator that they're being taught well. So, yeah, it's a bit like us trying to find a plumber. We have no idea.
If you don't know that much about music, then it's a little bit hard to find out. What about you guys? Like Eliza, how old? This is Eliza, who's Venus's teacher. How old were you when you started playing the violin?
I was 5.
Oh, you were like
little
younger.
baby.
How old were you, Venus, when you started playing?
4.
4. So even earlier than your teacher. So you've got a head start.
I want to know, girls, have you now become rock stars at school? Does everybody sort of go, oh, we want to hear you play, you're amazing? Because if you haven't, you should be. And do you play in assembly and stuff a lot?
My mum made me play in assembly once at school.
Good on her.
Did you enjoy
She's
it,
a
or
good
why
mum.
you don't like playing at school?
It was quite enjoyable.
Did the other kids know that you won and that you're a fabulous violin superstar? Well, they should now. They should be listening. If they don't already know. What about you, Claire? Did you?
I showed my music teacher at school, and she was quite excited for me, and also my year 6 teacher, and she told my other friends in class last year.
Fantastic.
And so this is a question for both of you guys, Claire and Venus. Are there any kind of like musicians you like? Do you know any classical musicians? Are there any ones that you kind of listen to? You can say no if that's okay. It's all Venus is shaking her head saying no.
None that you.
How about you? Any that you?
I listen to people who play the same piece as I am. I don't. Sometimes I listen to like students and teachers maybe.
Do you find that quite helpful to listen to somebody else playing the piece?
I can hear the good parts they are, and I try to put them into my own playing.
So you must, when you hear different people playing the same piece of music, you must hear kind of like very different ways of doing things, don't you? So you kind of try and find which one suits you the best, and which one suits your teacher the best, I guess.
Do you find also, Claire, that you listen to a piece that you're learning that you wouldn't have known otherwise, and you go, oh, I really like this piece, and you think, oh, well, you've learnt new stuff?
Yes, I think I have.
Yeah, so any particular piece that you've learnt that stood out in your mind as a big favourite?
I played the Chopin Nocturne this year, and I really liked it. It was a really slow piece, but the melody was really nice.
Beautiful. And Venus, what do you love about the violin?
It is fun to play.
Is it?
Yeah.
I reckon it's a fun shape. It just looks fun, and it's so pretty to look at as well. Makes a good sound too.
Guys, thank you very much for coming on to 3MBS, and good luck for the future.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you could. Are you both planning to keep playing your instruments?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
we think you're superstars, so it's good.
yeah, good on you. And good luck with any future competitions that you're going to enter.
And well done to Eliza and Magella too, because, you know, without great teachers...
Yeah, here's a little round of applause.
Yay for the teachers as
Yay
well.
for the teachers.
They're important.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we'll do, we'll go out on a little bit of Venus playing. What's the piece of music that you played for us? Do you remember? You might not remember because it was a while ago that you came and recorded it for us.
It was called Cantabile by I don't know. I think it was by Paganini.
Paganini, the famous Paganini. Okay.
Wasn't he? Oh, no.
Yes.
That was Puccini who had the longest name ever.
Yes, no,
Not Paganini.
not Paganini. Thank
No.
you very much for coming in, Venus. Thank you very much, Eliza.
Thank you. Having us.
Thanks, Magella. Thank you for coming in. And let's go out. We'll hear a little bit of this piece by Paganini, played by Venus.